What is good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode brought to you by the League FFB. Today, I wanted to give you guys a couple Dynasty stashes that you can add to your fantasy football teams as we head here into the 2024 offseason. And the goal with each of these stashes is they're going to be players that you can add to your rosters at an affordable cost, and they are going to see increases in value as the offseason progresses. So without wasting any more time, let's hop right into today's video and let's talk about my first stash. Now, the first player that I think you guys should be adding to your Dynasty rosters this offseason is going to be Tyjae Spears, running back for the Tennessee Titans. And Tyjae was drafted in the 3rd round of the 2023 draft. And as a rookie in 2023, Tyjae showcased his dual threat ability. He averaged 48.3 total yards and 9.8 opportunities per game. And the reason why we're going to be adding Tyjae Spears is because Derrick Henry is going to be an unrestricted free agent as we head into this offseason. And just based on the direction that the Tennessee Titans have been moving as a franchise, I don't fully expect them to re-sign Derrick Henry. And for some reason, even if they do decide to re-sign Derrick Henry, he is going to be 30 years old heading into the 2024 season. And we have already seen a little bit of the efficiency drop off from Derrick Henry here in 2023. Now, I don't know if I can fully project Tyjae Spears to be the beneficiary of a bell cow role if Derrick Henry moves on to another team. I do think that there is a chance that they could bring in a complementary piece, but even if they do add another running back to this roster, I do expect Tyjae Spears to be even more involved than he was this year in 2024. And I do expect his value to increase from his current KTC rank, especially as we approach that free agency period there in March, where I expect there to be a lot of speculation about Derrick Henry's future, and we can see a significant increase in Tyjae Spears' price. Now, the second player that I think we should be stashing on our rosters going into the offseason is going to be Greg Dulcich, tight end for the Denver Broncos, and he was drafted in the 3rd round of 2022. He has struggled with multiple hamstring injuries since he's entered the NFL, and throughout his first 2 seasons, he has missed a total of 19 games due to these hamstring injuries. So there is a little bit of risk in buying Greg Dulcich just because of the injury history. But during his healthiest stretch of games in 2022, he did command a 17.2% target share, and that was the 13th best in the NFL amongst all tight ends. And during that time, he was 3rd best in ADOT, averaging 10.6 yards. Now, the reason why I like Greg Dulcich and the reason why I liked him coming into the NFL is because he's a very versatile receiving option. This is clearly an offense that is lacking that extra receiving piece. They haven't really got what they've wanted out of Jerry Jeudy up to this point, and I do think that Greg Dulcich has the opportunity in this offense to carve out a fairly significant role. And at his current KTC price of tight end 22, I do think he's a pretty low risk buy that I'm betting on improving in 2024. And now the third player that we are stashing going into the offseason is going to be Zamir White, running back for the Las Vegas Raiders. And Zamir is a 2nd-year running back out of Georgia. He was drafted by the Raiders in the 4th round of the 2022 draft, and Zamir was a favorite of mine coming into that draft class. He just hasn't really got the opportunities due to the Raiders signing Josh Jacobs to that franchise tag that they did last offseason in 2023. But because Josh Jacobs was on a franchise tag, he's now again an unrestricted free agent heading into the 2024 season. And the Raiders are currently wrapping up a pretty rough season. They are going to be heading into this offseason with multiple question marks at multiple positions. And with a lot of uncertainty at a lot of those positions, I don't fully anticipate them paying Josh Jacobs a long-term contract moving forward. And although I don't think that Zamir White is just going to be given the starting job, it does mean that he is going to have the opportunity to win that job, probably with some added competition. And based off of what we saw last week against the Los Angeles Chargers, we did get to see a little bit of what Zamir White can offer as the running back in this backfield. And for what it's worth, he is a guy who is being paid less than $1 million per year over the next 2 seasons. So he is a very affordable piece for this Las Vegas Raiders team. And like I said, betting on Zamir White to be the starter come September may be a little bit of a long shot, but he is currently being valued as running back 58 on Keep Trade Cut. So he is somebody that I think can increase significantly in value as the offseason progresses. Now, the last and final stash that we should be adding to our rosters this offseason is going to be wide receiver Khalil Shakir for the Buffalo Bills. And Shakir was drafted in the 5th round of the 2022 draft, and we have been able to see a little bit of flashes from Shakir, especially this season as he's gotten a little bit more involved in this offense. Now, Gabe Davis is going to be an unrestricted free agent here going into the 2024 offseason, and I don't know if Gabe Davis has shown us enough to earn a long-term contract here in Buffalo. And even though Davis and Shakir are different wide receivers and they play the position very differently, when Shakir has ran 50% of the routes or more, he does average 10.7 fantasy points per game. So when he's given the opportunity, he has produced for fantasy football. And just based off of what we've seen, I would project Shakir to win this starting slot role moving forward for the Buffalo Bills. And if he can earn this amount of work consistently, he should definitely increase his current KTC evaluation of wide receiver 62. Now, Now that is all I have for you guys today. If you did enjoy the video, go ahead and hit that like button. It is the best free way to show our channel some support, and it does let me know that you guys enjoyed this type of content so I can keep it coming moving forward. Additionally, make sure you are subscribed to this channel. That way you can catch all of our future videos, and make sure you hit that notification bell. That way you get notified when those videos come out. And last but not least, join our free Discord. It is going to be linked in the description. We talk fantasy football in there 24/7, 365. And like I said, it's a free Discord, so there's no risk in joining that. But with all of that out of the way, I will see you guys on our next video. And until then, peace out.